Hello and welcome to my video. My name's the Andarian, and I'm here to teach you PvP buttons as quickly as I can. So we're going to jump right into it. What we're going to do is we're going to open up Razor, and we're going to go to hotkeys. It's right above the general tab. Once you're in Razor, we're going to scroll down to where it says targets. And we are going to expand the target menu by clicking the plus sign. This is very important. We're going to scroll down to where it says last target. You are going to bind the last target to a key. Very important. Then you're going to go and click the plus expansion on non-friendly targets. It's very important that you don't confuse these two because there's other last targets. There's set last target, and that's not the same. And there's attack last target, and that's not the same either. That's for Dexers. This is Mage PvP that I'm teaching. We're going to open up the non-friendly targets menu, and we're going to highlight the next non-friendly player target. We're going to bind that to a key. So now we have two binds so far. We're going to minus the targets so that we can open up spells. We're going to expand the spells. Right away, we're going to go to the 6th spell, and we're going to do Energy Bolt and Explosion right in a row with the two macros that we've just bound. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be QWER. It doesn't matter. They have to be in a row, and you have to memorize them. You can understand and know what 4 buttons are, I promise. Practice them. Don't just bind them. You need to practice them. So I'm going to bind mine now, which I've had mine for 20 years, so I'm pretty sure I have them memorized. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate how they work. Right here is my assistant. It's my alt, Shades Rat. So pretend you're in the dungeon and the PK is there. So the simplest way to attack a PK in the dungeon is I'm simply going to load an E-Bolt. I'm going to target the PK with the targeting button, and then I'm going to hit last target. That can all be done in 1 second. You can hit 3 buttons in 1 second and immediately target the player that you're after. Really slow, really speeds up how quickly you can target a player. It's very important. Very important. If the player is not on screen, you will get this. Oh, I can't eject. If the player is not on screen, it'll say no one was matching. This is how you know you have the button bound correctly. Okay? Right when I walk on screen, it's going to start calling out his name. You see that? That's how I know who I'm going to target. So I load my spell. I make sure he's on target. And then I'm going to run up. I'm going to run up. And right when I get there, I'm going to hit last target. And what that's going to do is drop the spell as soon as possible. Okay. Here's another thing that is very important to understand. When someone says load or load explosions, you're going to load your explosion. Then what you're going to do is you're going to drop your explosion on the target. You're going to load your E-Bolt, and you're going to hit last target. Basically, explode E-Bolt is everything. So there is direct damage. Direct damage is just load an E-Bolt. Just E-Bolt rail, E-Bolt after E-Bolt. That's called direct damage. And then there's called loading explosions, loads. That's where we're going to do a more complicated dump where the explosion takes 4 seconds to blow up and then the E-Bolt hits. If 2 players or more can hit explode E-Bolt on the same target, they will die. So right there, I demonstrated. I dropped the explosion on myself on purpose, but then when I hit last target, it still went to the enemy. That's important that you have smart last target. You also want to treat party members as friends. And you want to enable party. Target next ignores friends. Very important. The other thing you want to do is you want to go to targeting and queues, and you want to use smart last target. This will help you only target bad guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope it helps. It should be short, and you can watch it over and over again until you're able to drop Explode E-Bolt on a red as quick as possible. Thank you so much, everybody.